Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Assassin's Creed here on the Game Professor channel. I'm your host, the Game Professor, and to start off today, we just finished the investigation of Abu'l Nuqoud, so let's take a look at everything that we have from our investigation. So number 1, the best time to strike the Merchant King is when he addresses his guests. The moment may be brief, but it will be all I need. Then, the Merchant King has received a vast quantity of wine. He is preparing for another feast. He seems unshaken with his preparations, even though wine is prohibited by his religion. If he can ignore the laws of his prophet so easily, one can only wonder what other impious acts he'll commit. Interesting. Then, the people of Damascus despise the Merchant King for spending their money on extravagant parties held inside his palace. Attending one of these celebrations should bring me close enough to strike. And we have a letter here, so peace be upon you, Hisham. I have done my best to balance the ledgers, but the accounts show something strange. Payments to Jerusalem's regent and William of Montferrat in Acre. I have thought this might be connected to the ransom demanded by the Crusaders for our captive brethren, but given the way that ended, peace be upon those poor souls, this seems unlikely. It also does not account for the deliveries to Jerusalem, but if the money was not meant for ransom, then what is its purpose? You should also know that there have been extravagant parties as of late, all held within the Merchant King's palace. This is absurd. The citizens of Damascus starve themselves to help Salah ad-Din's war efforts, but instead their money is being spent on feasts. They deeply despise the Merchant King and are powerless to stop him, which is why I write to you now. Please say nothing to the Merchant King for now. Should he become suspicious, he'll attempt to hide his misdeeds. I'll contact you when I've learned more. With peace, Marzouk. And that is just a random person, I believe, making observations. Not actually anybody directly connected to the Templars, or to Abu'l Nuqoud. So, interesting. Then we have a map of where the Merchant King has stationed his guards. This will definitely prove useful. And yeah, we can see that they make a nice little outline around the courtyard area. Then, some servants spoke of leaving behind a scaffold just outside the Merchant King's quarters. I could use the passage to bring the passage they took to bring a scaffold up there. It will bring me closer to my target. And just shows us directly where the scaffold is to get us up top very easily. And then finally, there is a fountain in the middle of the Merchant King's palace which I could climb should the need ever arise. And there we are, just showing us how to get up high, as it were. But with that complete, let's go talk with the Rafik and get ready to finish off this assassination.
Peace be upon you, Altair. How may I serve you?
I've done as asked and learned all I need to know about my prey.
Then you must share your knowledge with me.
Abu'l Nuqoud is corrupt to the core and despised by his own citizens as a result. It appears he's been stealing money meant for the people of Damascus and spending it on himself. Even as we speak, he flaunts his greed, preparing for a lavish party. His guards and servants should have their hands full dealing with the guests. They won't even know I'm there.
Most impressive, my friend. The others said you'd make a mess of things, but not I. No, I was sure you'd come through, and come through you have. The Bureau is yours to do with as you please until you're ready to begin.
Get the feather. I will always just love his sarcasm. He is so funny. It's just absurd how ridiculous he is. And I just realized something that I weirdly have never asked anybody before as you view, but what is everybody's take on the use of the minimum number of investigation pieces to gain access to the assassination memory versus going for everything. I personally have always done everything. I've never once just done the minimum. And if anybody does just go for the minimum, why is that? Do you prefer to just expedite the process? Do you feel that the additional investigation stuff just is, in the grand scheme of things, unhelpful? Why? I'm very curious. Oh, dang it. There we go. Just sneaking my way into the palace. No big deal. Bye-bye, guards. Hee 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 hee. It's actually a very easy assassination to get into the party. I actually really love the party setting. I think that it's very fun. I'm not sure if it'll let me go around over here at all. That I'd be curious about. Will it let me? No, it's not going to let me climb anything yet. Alright. That's fine. I guess I'll go right into the middle of the space, so I'm right by the wine. There we go. Got belly dancers. And there he is, the Merchant King of Damask.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining me this evening. Please eat, drink, enjoy all the pleasures I have to offer. Take your time, I will wait. I trust everything is to your satisfaction. Good, good. It pleases me to see you all so happy. For these are dark days, my friends, and we must enjoy this bounty while we still can. War threatens to consume us all. Salah ad-Din bravely fights for what he believes in, and you are always there to support him without question. It is your generosity that allows his campaign to continue. So, I propose a toast then, to you, my dear friends, who have brought us to where we are today. May you be given everything you deserve for it. Such kindness! I didn't think it in you. You, who have been so quick to judge me, and so cruelly. Oh, do not feign ignorance. Do you take me for a fool? That I have not heard the words you whispered behind my back. Well, I have, and I fear I can never forget. But this is not why I called you here tonight, no. I wish to speak more of this war, and your part in it. You give up your coin quick as can be, knowing all too well it buys the deaths of thousands. You don't even know why we fight. The sanctity of the Holy Land, you'll say, or the evil inclination of our enemies. But these are lies you tell yourselves. No, all this suffering is born of fear and hate. It bothers you that they are different, just as it bothers you that I am different. Compassion, mercy, tolerance. These words mean nothing to any of you, mean nothing to those infidel invaders who ravage our land in search of gold and glory. And so I say, enough! I've pledged myself to another cause, one that will bring about a new world in which all people might live side by side. in peace. A pity none of you will live to see it. Kill anyone who tries to escape.
Alright. There we have our wonderful bits of chaos. Oh. Let me see. Nope, not gonna let me climb there. What about here? Nope, not gonna let me climb there. Alright. This is always the fun part, is actually getting up there to finish off this assassination. And yeah, now I'm visible. And it's just a matter of chasing him down at this point. Where did he go?
Won't have me. Why won't you just give up? Save me!
Oh, dang it. Where did he go? Ah! Damn it! Ah! There we go. And that's why it's good to have
Be at peace.
the vigilantes there.
Their words can no longer do harm.
Why have you done this?
You stole money from those you claim to lead, sent it away for some unknown purpose. I want to know where it's gone and why.
Look at me. My very nature is an affront to the people I ruled. And these noble robes did little more than to muffle their shouts of hate.
So this is about vengeance, then?
No, not vengeance, but my conscience. How could I finance a war in service to the same god that calls me an abomination?
If you do not serve Salah ad-Din's cause, then whose?
In time, you'll come to know them. I think perhaps you already do.
Then why hide? And why these dark deeds?
Is it so different from your own work? You take the lives of men and women, strong in the conviction that their deaths will improve the lots of those left behind. A minor evil for a greater good? We are the same.
No, we are nothing alike.
Ah, but I see it in your eyes. You doubt. You cannot stop us. We will have our new world.
Alright. And, yeah, I'm just gonna run at this point. Just gonna run away to simplify my life. I'm gonna go near these vigilantes that I know are over here, just to help me a little bit. There we go. Oh, come on, really? Alright, up we go. Dang it. Alright. I'll fight these guys, I guess. We can get another high body count here, just for the heck of it. But the implication, in case anyone didn't grasp it, is that Abu'l Nuqoud is supposed to be gay. So essentially he's separating himself from his religion due to being viewed as an abomination by his religion. And another little detail, I don't know if anyone noticed it, but he had a cross on as a little piece of jewelry on his turban. So I found that very interesting. I had never noticed that detail. But we'll just quickly finish off these dudes. There we go. There we go. Just two more. There we go. Alright. So now I just have to get back over to the hideout. So we'll just stick to the roofs here for that. Keep it a little bit more simple. Get my throwing knives out so I can kill some of these guards that are in my way. Because I'd rather not have to worry about having any more guards try to kill me. Come on. Oh, come on. I guess I can't target him yet. He's too far. Can I get him now? Oh, no. I mean, part of me wants to get him just because of the flag that's there. There we go. Still kind of trying to keep up with the getting the flags that I see directly, since I'm definitely not going for all flags. Let's see. This should work. Just gotta get high enough to actually be able to make that jump. But yeah, the very much going off of older interpretations of really all religions, all Western, all Abrahamic religions. I'll go with that as my qualifier. In the disdain for homosexuality. And it's really, when you think about it, in terms of what will drive people to do things, usually it will be some aspect of adversity for them. So it kind of makes sense that Abu'l Nuqoud would seek out the Templars.
Word has reached me of your success, Altair.
Abu'l Nuqoud's reign of terror is at an end.
There we are.
Glad to hear it.
He killed them. The men and women at his party. It was poison. A coward's tool. Blamed them for the war. Said he wished to end it.
Strange, but then again, the Merchant King was known to be a bit different. Perhaps this was simply a symptom of his madness.
Perhaps.
You sound unconvinced. Speak with Al-Mualim then. He may offer a better explanation.
Yes. We'll see what he has to say.
And finally, that Rafiq is taking something that we're saying a little bit seriously.
Memory to a more recent one.
All right. So, Abu'l Nuqoud is removed. So, let us go to Masyaf, and we will start the next.
You can use stealth kills to create a distraction by throwing a knife, pushing somebody off a roof, or performing a stealth assassination.
Except it doesn't really work that well in this game. That's one of those elements that they really made more effective in Assassin's Creed 2.
Come, Altair. Speak with me a moment.
As you wish.
Word has reached me of your success. You've my gratitude and that of the realm. Freeing these cities from their corrupt leaders will no doubt promote the cause of peace.
Can you really be so sure?
The means by which men rule are reflected in their people. As you cleanse the cities of corruption, you heal the hearts and minds of those who live within.
Our enemies would disagree.
What do you mean?
Each man I've slain has confessed strange words to me. They are without regret. Even in death they seem confident of their success. Though they do not admit it directly, there is a tie that binds them. I'm sure of it.
There is a difference, Altair, between what we are told to be true and what we see to be true. Most men do not bother to make the distinction. It is simpler that way. But as an assassin, it is your nature to notice, to question.
Then what is it that connects these men?
But as an assassin, it is also your duty to still these thoughts and trust in your master. For there can be no true peace without order, and order requires authority.
You speak in circles, Master. You commend me for being aware, then ask me not to be. Which is it?
The question will be answered when you no longer need to ask it.
I assume you called me here for more than just a lecture.
Very well. A rank and weapon are again restored to you. 2 more leaders remain. Go and see to it that their rule is ended.
All right. I believe William of Montferrat is next. So I can regain balance and dodge now, get more damage, and not any more throwing blades at this point. I think that's the next one. Oh, but this is gonna have me do a little tutorial duty.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
Alrighty. I dare say we can do that. Ah yes, the dodge. Oh, come on. There we go.
Perfect. The work of a master. And that, my students,
Beautiful.
is how we all should fight.
Another one of those skills I don't generally use in fights. I really...
You must be busy. I understand. Don't toss your weapons around so carelessly.
It can be a bit more useful when dealing with heavy attacks, but even then I'm bad about using dodges. It's probably a reflection of how I would not really be a good fighter in a sword setting, but that is part of the fun in my book, is figuring out the various ways to do combat and using the various skills that you have in different ways to achieve the same goal. And it's one of the reasons why RPGs are so much fun, because you can more specialize your combat style. So alright, now let me just take a quick look. I believe... yes, William of Montferrat is next. So we will go to Acre and take care of him. And he is more based on... William of Montferrat is a real figure, again. And he in this game is more based on the real William of Montferrat's son, if I remember correctly. Because the real William of Montferrat was quite old at the time of the Battle of Arsuf. And his son was acting as regent, I believe. I've looked this up before, and it's just been a while since I looked at it, so I don't have all of the facts perfectly solidified. But definitely interesting stuff to consider. This, a pattern I've noticed now with the real historical figures versus the created characters is that they really seem to have maintained
Use free running to escape from a fight when exposed.
the
Sprint to
the
lose
real
your enemies
characters
and jump from merchant
as
stands to
being,
avoid the
or the
crowd.
real life characters, I should say, better way of putting that, all are Europeans, and therefore on the side of the Templars, the historical Templars, and Christianity, whereas I believe all of the figures that would have been on Saladin's side, as far as I can tell, those are all made up characters for the game. So I find that interesting, and I'm not entirely sure why they would have chosen to go about it like that. But let's get into this group of scholars. Come on. Will you not let me blend? Wow. I was just outside of the circle of them, so I couldn't blend. Yet again, something they epically fix in the next game. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm very eager to get to Assassin's Creed 2. But alright, we can exit the blend and hit the wrong button, but I can still get to the map here, and we are going to be in the middle district, it looks like. And I think just for the sake of speed right now, I will just go over to the bureau and chat with the Rafik first, and then I'll start getting viewpoints in the middle district. Because it's fun to run around on buildings, people. Come on, get with the program. Obviously, free running is the most fun. Especially doing it over buildings in an incredibly dangerous way that would not be possible in real life. At least to the extent that you do it in these games. Really? That might be a new favorite. Does he really have a reason for doing that?
What's he doing?
But let's go here, and yeah. And actually, yeah, I'll chat with the Rafik, and then we'll finish up the episode so we don't go too far over a half hour. Yeah. So, we'll chat with the Rafik, finish up the episode, and then next episode we'll get
Word has
all
spread
of
your
the
deeds,
viewpoints.
Altair. It seems you are sincere in your desire to redeem yourself.
I do what I can.
And sometimes you do it well. I assume it is work that reunites us?
Yes. William of Montferrat is my target. What can you tell me of the man himself?
William has been named regent while the king conducts his war. The people see it as a strange choice given the history between Richard and William's son Conrad. but I think Richard rather clever for it.
Clever how?
Richard and Conrad do not see eye to eye on most matters. Though they are civil enough in public, there are whispers that each intends evil upon the other. And then, there was that business with Akkar's captured Saracens. In its wake, Conrad has returned to Tyre, and Richard has compelled William to remain here as his guest.
You mean his hostage?
Whatever you wish to call it, William's presence here should dissuade Conrad from acting out.
I've never been one for politics.
But surely you realize your every action shapes the course of this land's future. You are a politician too, in your own way.
As you wish. Now where would you suggest I begin my search?
Richard's Citadel, southwest of here. Or rather, the market in front of it. You'll find the Cathedral of the Holy Cross in that direction as well. It's a popular place and should be filled with talkative citizens. Finally, try the border to the west, where the Chain and Hospitaller districts meet. That should start you on your way.
Very well. I won't disturb you further.
It's no trouble at all.
Alright. So then, let's pop out back to the roof. And with that, everybody, I will see you all next time. We will get going on the viewpoints so that we're ready to get all of the citizens saved and all of the investigation done in the next couple episodes. Hopefully I'll be able to do a mixture of viewpoints and investigation next time. Hopefully I won't be as much of a fail boat. But until next time, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We're just about halfway through the game at this point, so we're in a really good spot on this one, and we're definitely getting a lot more interesting information. So I will see you all next time, everybody. Be sure to hit those links down below so you can be a part of the conversation on either Discord or Facebook, and be sure to hit the subscribe button so you always know when I have new videos coming out. But until next time, everybody, this is your Game Professor signing off.